Okay, let's just get right to the question. Can we beat Sonic Forces without using any of our special abilities? Now, I did have a whole intro about covering this stuff, but when I went to go edit like the rules because I forgot about it, I actually had to manually just relocate everything. So Anyway, here are the ground rules. We cannot use boost, homing attacks, or like any of Sonic's special abilities except for run, jump, and stop. The Avatar's weapon is an exception because it is not like a power or anything. He's using a wisp and like inside of a gun. So that's not connected to like any superpower anyway. So that is fair game, which we'll get into later on. Anyways, and with that, let's get into the video. Lost Valley, Stage 1. So as a first stage, I can say this is a pretty good level to like learn the basics and whatnot. But what I didn't realize was that every time Sonic jumped and landed, he lost a lot of speed. So yeah, that was gonna be annoying throughout the run. And it was actually kind of hard to like hit the enemies without the homing attack. I mean, sure, I could have left the homing attack in there, but later in the video, you'll see why that I didn't really want the homing attack in there, so I can challenge myself. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just kept getting hit by the enemies, and like, what I didn't realize is they actually shot back at you, which was kind of weird since I thought they were just programmed to stand there while you get boosted. But no, you just like ran through them really fast, so you don't see like they don't get a chance to show off their animation to attack the player like when you're boosting. So yeah, that was actually something that was pretty interesting to me. And with that, Green Hill is done. So this is the first level where we get to play as the Avatar. I chose my regular bird one because, I don't know, nostalgia or something from my failed animation series they did, but hey. So the Avatar plays similarly to Sonic, except that like he has a wire attack and a wisp on, which before I mentioned is fair game and not really like a special ability power thing, like the home attack or boost. That's like a power for Sonic. And I know like the wire attack isn't either, but I wanted to like cut that out of the challenge anyways, because I felt like it was literally just a homing attack, and I wanted to like make it fair as well, because like in the dual levels, like like you can't really use the wire attack anyway, so it really wouldn't really make much sense to like not put it in there still. But hey. Oh yeah, many instances throughout the game you'll be forced into a wire attack. Now, I'm not exactly gonna count this because this is more like a cutscene thing more than a gameplay thing. Like, if I am the one that triggers a wire attack cutscene, then yeah, that's on me. But like, yeah, other than that, fair game. It's just, you have no control over it. It's just to progress in the level and whatnot. Though then we encounter something that actually triggers a cutscene by ourselves. So technically it's not possible to beat Sonic Forces like without using any special abilities. But hey, if you were to actually include the wire attack, it would be possible, up to a certain point. But hey, we're still counting the wire attack out, and it is not possible to beat Sonic Forces. But let's see how far we can get. Oh great, the bane of my freaking existence is here. Okay, look, Classic Sonic's gameplay wouldn't exactly change if we took away the drop dash and the spin dash. I mean, running and jumping, it's still his thing and everything. I mean, it may be a little challenging if we had to avoid any power-ups or not. But other than that, Classic Sonic stages feel remotely the same. But I had this really lucky moment whenever I like fell off this little loopy thing because it didn't have enough speed, and got a red ring out of it at the same time. Later I did like fall off like an idiot, and I tried to get it back again, but it just didn't work. But other than that, Ghost Town was a piece of cake. Not any harder than the last time, but way slower since I don't have the drop or spin dash. I think Prison Hall might be my fifth favorite Sonic stage, to be honest. You're just dashing through a prison, you feel really fast and all that. I don't think I had any troubles with this stage other than me missing this booster pad thing that launches you into the upper level, like at this one part of the level. But yeah, other than that, this level was a cakewalk. Okay, to be honest, at the time of playing this game, I thought this was the first roadblock that you just couldn't get past, but as vetting, you all saw the stage 2. We couldn't even get past stage 2 without using a wire attack. Again, if you don't really have to count that, but if you don't count that, then this has got to be the truest, the true like roadblock, in the whole challenge. So the game wants you to like homing attack onto Zavok after he like stings the platforms, but you know, due to the challenge's rules, we can't exactly do that. And I tried to see if I can get on top of the B thing and maybe spin attack on him. It just didn't work out. So yeah, this level isn't really possible. I'm not sure like if you can do this without the homing attack or anything. And if there is, I'm not really that skilled to know about it. Okay, now this level is a fun one. So at the beginning, you're supposed to like boost your way out of here, but I just casually stroll my way, you know, out of here like a bad butthole, and I realized something. I accidentally homing attacked, and right after I discovered my pathways, yeah, I had a clever idea that would probably not work. Well, it worked. Right after like a couple tries of failed homing attacking, I have discovered I can actually jump to this rail, and luckily this is the only path in this beginning segment which I can take. Jeez, talk about a lucky break. Anyways, other than that, the rest of the level has some 2D sections and some grind rails, but other than that, this whole level is a cakewalk and get right onto the next level. Okay, so this level is an interesting case because right off the bat, I just started using Avatar because I couldn't exactly boost, and the weapon was the only thing I can possibly do to get remotely close to being fast. So right here, this bottom section has some bots and whatnot, but I can take them out rather easily. And even if I tried a wire attack, I only Sonic can homing attack the droids and whatnot. And the double boost, God, I hate the double boost. Like, it's just so cringy to look at, like, and even hear. Like, I mean, I like the song itself, but like, this is why I wear headphones when I play this game. I sure don't want anime music blasting out of my speakers. God. So in this section you have to fight some bots, and then right after that you have a segment that the game wants you to wire attack, and obviously we can't do that. So we gotta get a little crafty. If I just build enough speed, we got over there in time, or not in time, but you know what I mean. Yeah, this is just one of many parts in the game where you have to be really crafty when you don't have boost or wire attacks and whatnot. So, you know, this is just daily life. So, over here with this segment, we gotta do another wire attack, and faulty collision just really screws us over here. But thankfully, there's a secondary path that I actually never took before and got a red ring out of it. I think this challenge has something to do with me finding a lot more red rings, don't you think, guys? Anyways, with that wrapped up, this level was a cakewalk. So there's a part in Luminous Forest where there's this part where there's like a part where like they were homing attack chain area, and you know there were some birds that like really like bird droids that I really did not like, and like usually went off the cliff, but it doesn't really trigger until you trigger the springs, and we can't really go on the springs. So I tried, you know, building up speed again, that didn't work. So Luminous Forest is not possible. Yeah, the footage kind of got corrupted, and I did not feel like going back to level just show off that one area. But there you go, that level is not possible. Now it's the fight with Infinite, and this one's not possible either. One, you can't really get close enough to Infinite to actually boost into him to damage him or anything. Even then, I don't think the devs even intended on that either. And besides, once you do get to infinite, then you gotta deal with like the homing attack chain of infinites. So either way, this level is not possible either. Hey look, nostalgia! Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know why I keep commenting on the classic Sonic stages, because they're pretty much the same. Either one being slower on the actual levels, and the one and only boss fight with classic Sonic, it's just slow, because usually like in the Egg Dragoon phase, you would like spin dash or drop dash through walks. Walks, yeah, that's how you say it. Walks. Anyways, like you have to spin dash through rocks and everything, and yeah, it's a little slower, but you can still defeat the Egg Dragoon, no problem. So really, I think all of classic Sonic stages are possible, but I'm still gonna play them just to make sure of it. So, you know, if I don't go over a classic Sonic level, it's 100% possible. Oh God, please make it end. Okay, no matter how many times you ask me to play this level, this is gonna be one of my worst stages to play. It's really annoying, especially with the water bit. Though this level isn't really possible since you need to do a wire attack on this spear thing. I don't know what it is. And yeah, moving on. Okay, Sunset Heights. It's a level. It was a cakewalk, you know, it's considering how this is much shorter than the Avatar's version. The only problem I actually ran into was this little spring thing that led me to like, hey, need a homing attack robot. But I can just like take two other paths, like the same direction and then the same place, but slower. But you know, other than that, this level was a cakewalk. Okay, this level will never get old to me, but we're not here for that. So at the beginning, the game wants you to do a little wire attack thing, but you know, we can just like go over here, just skip that part. But then there's the 2D section. And this is the big no. We have to wire attack to get over to the next building. And wait a second. Okay, we could have jumped that, I think, but I forget. Anyways, the rest level is a cakewalk. You know, like I think we can jump that, but I just gave up rather easy because I thought like the building is much more far away or something. I don't know, bad memory maybe. But hey. Okay, this is another classic Sonic level, but I just want to quickly mention that, like, okay, this thing is possible, but like, it's kind of stupid that like you have to spin dash or drop dash at the very top in order just to get the faster route. It's kind of a nitpick, but this level's pretty possible. You know, just gotta get the right speed, you know, sometimes. But yeah, I just want to, you know, nitpick there. That was really annoying. I need to drop dash or spin dash just to get the upper route, but hey. Okay, we got a problem with this boss fight because the game expects you to boost into Metal Sonic, but we can't do that here, and the Lightning Wisp isn't really giving us much speed. So, time to whip out the drill. Now, what the drill can do, it's pretty useless, but in this boss fight, it is our savior. Wait, real quick, do you count this as a wire attack, or just... I don't think I count this, but hey, you be a judge if you decide if it counts or not. I personally don't think it counts because it leads to a cutscene, but hey. Well, go figure, we can actually beat a boss. Like, that's actually a big surprise, because like, I didn't think the Drill Wisp would help or anything, but like I guess since it gives you such a huge burst of speed, you can easily catch up to Metal Sonic once he's vulnerable. And again, if you don't count the beginning, you know, parts with the whole robot takedown, I mean that is pretty useless to begin with, especially like if that isn't the boss itself, you know. And if that wasn't a thing in this game, and we just like started out, you know, after we defeat that huge Death Egg robot and beat Metal Sonic, I'd say this level is 100% possible, but you be the judge if it counts or not. I personally don't think it counts, but hey. On to the next one. Letting Wisp go. Okay, this one's a special case. Right off the bat, I don't think this is possible, because for one, the main path just brings you to a claw crane thing from Sonic Generations Chemical Plant. and yeah, you're supposed to home attack on it, but we can't do that. My second idea was take a second round, but then Sonic 4 reared its ugly head and was like homing attack chain. So yeah, those were the only two routes accessible to us. So yeah. Gameplay. Okay, so Metropolitan Highway. It's another one of those levels where you just like, yeah, just run. Occasionally run to some enemies, slide through them. Oh yeah, it was this level where I learned the ultimate like combatant to the freaking birds is the slide maneuver. You know, I think that's pretty cool. But as soon as I realized that, I realized there was never helmet attack chain I'd do. And the worst part is, I was nowhere near the place I was supposed to be going, because there was like also a chain of springs I had to go onto, so I could not make any more progress in this level. Double boost, and oh, big surprise, home attack chain. You know, originally I would blast through this level with no problem, but since I'm limited to only my Wisp-on and jumping abilities, okay, so the Power Wisps isn't really a luxury I have anymore, meaning I actually have to play the level this time. Luckily, the level doesn't throw anything too bad at me, just occasional wall jumping and electrocution things and the thing that comes from the sun or sky or something. I don't know. But nonetheless, got through the level. Pretty easy. Okay, this level was kind of good. I mean, it wasn't that hard, honestly. I mean, I got to the end, but like, there's one part where like I accidentally homing attacked and tried to get to the other side, but I failed that, and yeah, I kind of died in the process. I mean, I probably should have died like there, like as soon as I died anyway, like as soon as the homing attacked anyway. But nonetheless, this is a pretty easy level. Nothing to say here. You know, I thought this one would be doable, but then I realized, I mean, this may be the same as Metal Sonic boss fight, but I soon realized I did not start with the Avatar. So that meant no Drill Wisp to help me take down Infinite, meaning that this one's impossible. I mean, again, if the first part was out of the way and you were with the Avatar, like to begin with, this would definitely be doable, no questions asked. But yeah, just Sonic alone on the first half of the boss just really makes it hard. No, not hard, impossible. Seriously, what more do you want me to say? Okay, so Final Judgment, it's really easy. I mean, again, it's kind of slower since you don't have, you know, you can't boost or anything, and I could use the drill at the end of the part. Again, other than that, easy level. Now, I know I'm getting hate in the comments, but I'm not even gonna bother to try versus Death Egg Robot under, like, cause I hate the boss in general, and plus, I don't think you use your Wisp-on there, you know, and like in the final phase, you know, yeah, you can't really use the drill. It can't help you. Plus, you need a homing attack 3 times to beat the boss, so yeah, there's that. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Now, this one isn't exactly as good as the Fatal Bandies, like Can You Beat Challenges or Nicobe's, however you say that. They do a lot better challenges than me, because, like, one, they already discovered those challenges and did them way before I could even, like, find them. And this is kind of my first rodeo here. But yeah, hopefully this one was entertaining. I learned a lot of things with this challenge. It's not possible, and it's not really that fun, but some of the levels are actually doable. Now, if the game was actually finished and it was a lot longer than just 3 hours, I'm sure there'd be more stuff to talk about. But for now, it's just filler, I suppose. So if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and all that. I'm currently working on the SFM project right now, but no promises I'll actually release it though, because I plan to release it as one full thing, not a series episode, just the movie, you know, with SFM. It's gonna be around my Halo characters, but again, don't exactly, you know, be excited for that. I probably won't finish it. Heck, I haven't worked on that since like a couple days ago, maybe a week ago. I'm not really sure. Yeah. So enough of that, and stay awesome, people.